Hi, and welcome back to the Lumbridge Lounge. I'm yelling because I'm in front of the mic and I don't know how loud this is. Okay, I'll come back.
Sit down.
Okay, so, yes, my tooth's broken. I don't know. I wanted to show you guys, and that's why I wanted to record. So today might be a shorter episode because we don't have a super long, list of things to talk about like we usually do. Plus, this episode's coming out a little quicker than other episodes.
Yeah, and I feel like we say this, but I can see this episode being just normal how it always has been. You never know.
It could be short, or we could get rambling and it'd be like 2 hours long.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah. First of all, what are you doing? Day out?
Day out, yep. I'm on the 99 hunter grind right now and got bored of it this afternoon. Started doing some Slayer, and I was like, you know what? While we're recording, might as well get that rune crafting grind back up.
Yep. You get bored of it, and it's like, it just reminds me of when I would talk to you about how I was maxing, and I like every day I message you, I'm like, dude, okay, so I'm gonna do this, and I feel like I'm just gonna do this until I max. And I'm just gonna just grind it out, and then I'm like telling you like my roadmap, like my method of how I'm gonna max, and then like the next day I'm like, nah, I'm actually not gonna do it like that.
Yeah,
like how you were just saying, like you got super tired of Hunter, and like I totally get it.
Well, and I only have like 800k left, so when I go back home or whenever I do other things, like I'll get back on the hunter grind. It's just today I got like 200k hunter, and I was like, I'm just kind of gonna do something else. I have a Hydra task right now, so I'm just like, might as well do that. But yeah, doing day out right now. Gonna help the rune crafting grind when we hit it. Yeah. Okay, before we get any further, let's just ignore it pretend for the rest time, and everyone like it didn't even happen.
So confused.
No, so what you saw there is a broken tooth, but that's actually a root for a cap. I don't know if I've ever explained this or talked about it. Probably not. But my front tooth, that tooth right there, it was fake. I've always had a fake tooth there since I was 12. And over this last weekend on Saturday, right now it is Wednesday, or is it Tuesday?
Today's Tuesday.
Today's Tuesday. Sorry,
I'm such a nerd, dude. You know why I know it's Tuesday?
JMod blog?
Because earlier I was like, when's the next blog? I'm like, okay, it's tomorrow morning, okay.
Yeah.
That's so lame.
That's okay. We run a RuneScape podcast.
Yeah, it is helpful to know what's going on. But,
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but my family and Carter's family and my grandpa and a couple other family, I don't know, that we all share a lawnmower, and it's a riding lawnmower. It's really nice to mow our lawns because my lawn's just a little too big. I've done it with the push mower a couple times, and man, it just takes like 3 hours, and it just sucks. So it's like we all borrow this one lawnmower. I think our parents all pitched in to buy it, kind of thing. So I took that, mowed my lawn, everything went great, and then I bring it back to my grandpa's house to put it in their garage, just where we keep it, and I was unhooking the trailer, everything was going fine, and I stepped up on the trailer, and my second step into the trailer, I slipped, or I missed. I don't remember, I didn't get a concussion or anything, but I just don't remember what happened, and because it happened so fast, and I just fell and hit. I don't even know if I hit my face on the lawnmower or if I hit my face on the trailer, but I hit my face somewhere on my chin. I have a little cut here, can't see it because of my beard. And then I have a big old bruise on my bottom lip, and it landed straight on that fake tooth and shattered in like 5 pieces.
Could you see it on the ground, like the tooth?
I had one in my hand. I had like a piece in my hand. I was like, crap. No.
I'd consider that lucky that it didn't hit one of your other teeth.
Oh, yeah. Like if I landed a millimeter that way or that way, I'd be taking out a different tooth.
And then it'd be a whole other problem.
And right now they already have because it chipped this root a little bit, but not enough. I went to the dentist yesterday to get kind of like a roadmap to get my cap back on, and they're like, it didn't get damaged enough where we can't do a cap, so we're just gonna do another cap. And so on Thursday, in 2 days, I'm gonna get a temporary in, and then 3 weeks after that, when they get I don't know how to say it, printed or made.
They 3D printed it.
Yeah, hopefully. So if you've never had a cap before or anything like that, they put this purple goop in your mouth that you have to have closed. You close your teeth in it, and they take a mold of your teeth so that they can make the perfect filling or the perfect cap for you. And that stuff is awful because like it's like kind of liquidy and it just like goes back into your throat as you're laying there and like starts to like choke you and it's like this is awful.
I had to do that a couple times for retainers and braces and stuff like that.
Yeah,
not a good time.
Well, I have 2 other caps. In high school and stuff, I didn't take care of my teeth very well. I'm still getting better at it, but I had 2 caps in the back of my teeth just because random things that happened. One of them was an old root canal that rotted out, so I had to get a cap there. And those ones are the worst because like they're already like putting the goop back there, and then it's just like right next to your throat. It's like, oh, I'm gonna die. So
yeah, well, we definitely wanted to have an episode with your tooth and have you be in front of the camera.
Yeah,
hopefully they heard you with the mic. I'm sure they would.
It's fine. I saw the little like green thing.
Oh, there you go.
If you've ever messed with OBS, the
mixer, the audio
mixer went up a little bit. So
yeah.
We're good.
Sweet. Well, other than your life update like that, well, you actually have a way bigger life update.
Another big update. This happened a day after I got back from vacation.
Yeah.
So I went on vacation for 5 days on a cruise. On a Royal Caribbean cruise down to Mexico. Actually, this hat says Ensenada on it. This is my souvenir from Mexico. I don't know. What do you want to know about it? Like, it was a fun time. First time out of the country for me, so it was big for me.
Let's see.
Only spent like 5-6 hours on land, so like not very long out of the country.
I've never been to Mexico, but I've been on a cruise. They're pretty cool. Did they have like the pizza bar and the burger bar, like where you could just go and just get a plate and just get pizza whenever you wanted?
For lunch you could do that, like for that like 4 hours, but they had like a nacho bar.
Oh, nice.
So you could go get like nachos or like tacos whenever.
Like with the fake cheese?
Yes,
oh, man.
With the fake cheese. I think I've already lost like 3 pounds of it, but I gained 6 pounds in those 5 days.
Hey, that's success right there.
Yeah.
You gotta gain some weight when you're on vacation.
We ate like kings and queens. Like, it was awesome.
If you're not gaining weight and you're on a cruise ship, then you are not vacationing.
Yeah. I saw people, like, they have this little track on the second fun story. And, like, people were, like, actually running and stuff. I'm like, you're out in the middle of the ocean. Like, we're supposed to be sunbathing and stuff right now. Like, stop running and making me feel bad.
Did they have a slide that went, like, off the deck?
Yeah, 2 of them. So one of them was a single slide where you had to wait in line for a mat. And then the second one was a 2-person slide where you can get on a tube if you're under a certain weight. Me and my wife couldn't do it because we were too fat.
But going off the side of the cruise ship? That's crazy. I never understood how they could get away with doing something like that. Like,
well, I think it's because it's enclosed and super stable.
Right.
Like, I bet it barely even moves when you go by.
Yeah. Yeah, but in 8th grade I went on a cruise ship, and I remember seeing that. I don't think I ever went on it, but it was pretty cool to, like, think that it was just going right above the water. You're in the middle of the ocean.
If something broke, you're falling 140 feet because it's the 14th floor on this cruise ship. And
Oh my. And I've been seeing stories like the past few years of people like falling off cruise ships and just not ever being found. Like if you fall off a ship like that size, and especially if it's like the sun is going down, you are dead.
Yeah.
You're totally gone.
You fall, like, and there's some places where nobody's paying attention. Like, you could just jump off.
Yeah. And the cruise ships that size takes forever to turn around to come get you. And by the time they turn around, like, you're so far away. It's so low of a chance to be found.
Yeah.
So
the day after I bought this was the last, like, when we had this was the last day of the whole trip.
Oh, gotcha.
So, like, right after Ensenada, everybody gets on the boat, and then they just through the night sail back to the port, the main place.
Nice.
But me and Brina were walking around the deck, and I was like looking over, and I literally had a flashback to when I lost my hat at the Grand Canyon. I was like, I did not want this to happen, and I like, stepped away.
There you go.
Yeah.
So when you were on land, did you have any like authentic Mexican food?
We tried one thing in Ensenada, and it was like these clams that they had open, and it was like cut up clam meat, and it was so good. I don't know how to explain it. It was like just Mexican clams.
Nice.
They were super good. The tacos that I looked at them and I was like, those are what we get at home.
Yeah.
Like, it's the same thing. So I was like,
yeah, our town is like 95% Mexican. So.
Yeah. So I was like, there's no point in me spending $2.50, $3 a taco when I'm gonna get on the ship and eat like a fatty anyway. So no point.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, it sounded like you had a good time.
Mm-hmm.
Cruise ships are fun. It's been a long time since I've been on one. I know my wife's never been on one, and that's kind of something we want to do in the future.
The nicest thing about a cruise ship is you've already paid for like everything.
Yeah.
So like after that, it's just like
just go relax.
Go relax. You don't have to worry about money. You don't have to worry about anything unless you're buying like souvenirs and stuff.
Yeah.
Like this hat and my wife has a hat too. They costed $12 together. So like
wow.
They're like $6 hats, and we bought them at like the Mexican market.
There you go.
There.
That's
like,
cool.
It was fun.
Oh man.
And the only other thing that we got in Ensenada was a pair of shoes for Ruth for our baby girl.
Cute.
So
that's cool.
Yeah.
Nice. And now you're back home, and then you chipped your tooth.
And then I broke my cap on my tooth. Yeah. Well, like, and I don't want to show it on camera because it's kind of gross. But when I Sunday, the next day, we were driving home from church, and I have a canker down here. So I was like, ouch, it hurts, and I want to look at it. And I pulled my lip down, and I showed you. Mm-hmm. It was all purple. And I was like, oh, that is awful, but it doesn't hurt. So.
Yeah, it looked bad when you showed me on the webcam on Discord.
Like, boom.
I think my jaw like actually dropped. I'm like,
oh my gosh. Yeah. It was gross.
Yeah.
And I'm happy that it's not on the outside. It's just on the inside of my lip. So.
Right, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know you got online a little bit, but do you have like any progress on your account for maxing? I know you talked a little about how you're doing Hunter.
Before the trip,
mm-hmm.
Like 2 days, I made a goal to hit 99 agility, and I did that. And it was super fun.
Yeah.
Like,
it was cool.
We had a little party with it. It was only like a 20-30 minute party. But we all met up at Berthorpe, and I just had a genie lamp and popped it.
Yep.
And the amount of relief that you get from finishing that skill is like no other. Mm. Like, I don't even think, I don't know, because the most proud 99 I have is still my first 99 cooking, just because it's like, oh, it's the first one I've ever done. Mm. But that one, like, just a weight fell off my shoulders. Like, I'm actually doing this. We're gonna max. Like, it's gonna happen.
Now there's nothing holding you back.
Yeah.
Because with agility, it's like, it doesn't just happen. Like, you don't just do tears of is it tears of Guthix? It's been so long. Is that what you call it?
I don't know, probably.
Where you drink the tears?
Yeah.
Tears of Guthix. It's not like you're just going to get 99 agility by doing that or just slowly getting it. Like, you have to put in the work to get 99 agility. There's no other way. And you can say that about any skill, but with this one, it's like you can't AFK it really. Like, you have to be focused on the game. Like, of course, you could still watch movies and watch YouTube and stuff, but, like, it's different than fishing where you just, like,
where you can literally
fill up your inventory and then
yeah.
just kind of not pay attention at all. But with agility, it's like every 5 to 10 seconds you are clicking on a specific part of your screen, and it's different every time you click. And then, like, it's just constant work.
Well, and it's like, yeah, everybody is saying do Hallowed Sepulchre, but to me it was like, I do not want to work that hard for this dog shit skill. Like, let's just be honest. Yeah. It is awful. After you get past like 70, there is no point to do it. Like, if you're not going for max and you just want to play the game, hit 70 agility and be done. Don't go any further. Yeah. There's no point.
Right. I think the benefit of the skill stops at like 94 or something in terms of like getting your run energy back the fastest. It doesn't get any better after that. So like the only reason why you would do it or something, it's a specific level. I'm probably thinking of prayer, but there's a specific level where it just no longer helps you at all anymore.
Yeah.
And so
one, I don't know what the level is for the achievement diaries. That's the one where I would stop.
Yes.
If it's like 75 or 85 or something, that's where I would stop.
Yep.
If I was to make a new account and not want to max it,
there's no reason
to do agility.
It takes hundreds of hours for that one skill.
Like, that's all I did. Like, unless we were raiding or doing like content with friends or anything, I was on agility courses for probably the whole summer.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I did this summer, was max agility.
Yeah.
And max probably another couple. I can't remember what order I've went in, but our crafting, I did crafting, so.
Mm-hmm.
But those are like what I've done this summer. And I'll probably hit 9900 before I go back to school too, so.
Nice.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, you're really close, man.
Mm-hmm.
It feels good. You've seen how I've changed my gameplay since I've maxed, and it's really enjoyable.
Well, it's a lot more relaxed. Like, I don't feel like I have to get on every single moment of the day. Like,
and that's only because we've committed to max. Like, if you guys are just playing and you don't care about maxing, then you're having fun doing whatever you want to do. But we've and a lot of people are the same way. They've decided to max. And
shout out Trees. He's not gonna max.
Oh.
I thought I misheard you. Sorry.
Like, Trees didn't max.
No. He's saying I am not going to max.
Yeah. That's what I get.
I went backwards.
My mind was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
we have a guy, Trees. We hang out with him a lot in
he's one of
our
our
Discord.
mods.
Mm-hmm. And he's just like, I don't care about maxing. And we're like,
cool.
You don't need to care about it. Like, there's no benefit really. The max cape is cool, but you can get the benefits from just getting 199 instead of every 99 basically. Like, all I use my max cape is crafting cape and construction cape into one slot.
Yeah.
Other than that, I switch my spell books every now and then, and I guess I also get the perks, like the agility cape. When I wear it, just I get a little bit of a reduced weight and run energy.
You get one more point of run.
I guess. So like, there's that, but it really is all just about the flex.
Yeah.
And just having it, and it just feels so good to finally get it.
And I will tell you guys, like, yes, I'm saying you don't have to max, but if you want a more gratifying, like, the most gratifying achievement in the game, I feel like maxing is that achievement. Like, there's no other game that can make you feel like I've done all of it. I don't know. Like, I know there's content in the game I haven't touched, like Inferno and, like, Gauntlet and things like that. But once I max, it's just like I have like finished my ultimate goal, and now like I can just make small goals and have basically fun. Like,
I can actually enjoy my time on RuneScape now.
But like, I don't know. I find that maxing is more like achievement or glorifying to me than fun, and it's just a way better use of my time in general. Like, I could be sitting at Chambers of Zarek and Tob and TOA and Corrupted Gauntlet and all these different places and making a lot of money, but like right now I don't care. Like,
yeah. To be honest, RuneScape has kind of ruined my mindset with games because I'm all about progression now. Like, a game can be really, really fun and I would play it a lot, but if it's not that fun, I just lose interest really fast. And because I just crave that progression now. I loved getting my skills up into 99. I love like doing the Calphite Queen like I've been doing. I just hit 3,000 KC, and I just love how all that progress stays with you and it just doesn't like wipe. Like, that's why I just never have enjoyed leagues. And I guarantee you this Saturday with their Summer Summit, they're gonna introduce another league, which is great, but I just don't care because it's a one-time thing that goes away after a month or two.
Yeah.
And it's just over with. And I guarantee you right here, I can tell you right now that it's...
You're going to love it for the first day and then not touch it.
No, I can guarantee you that that's what they're going... One of the things they're going to announce.
Oh, gotcha.
Because they posted a little advertisement, like a sneak peek of the video that they're going to show for Summer Summit. And one of the JMods said, and blank, and they like blurred his mouth, is coming back. And it's like...
Well,
what else could it be? What else could it be?
Yeah.
It's I don't know anything else except we've already announced Dead Man mode, which is like next month.
Dead
so it's
Man
like
is coming back. Like,
there's literally nothing else I can think of that is coming back.
Gonna be leagues.
So enjoy leagues, everyone. But I am looking for
Fist of Gothic.
Like, dude, that would be awesome. Or like a certain quest, like While Gothic Sleeps is coming back, like, because that was a big quest back then.
Remember that poll? Like, it's probably like a good year now, where they're like, we're gonna port in like 10 quests. It hasn't why hasn't it happened yet? Like,
you know, when they didn't want the 117 HD plugin because they were gonna make their own HD. Are they even working on that?
Yeah, like
have they even started?
Why would you? I don't know.
I am always hopeful though, because that's going to be a big thing to talk about in the next podcast. Is that Summer Summit for sure? But
oh yeah.
I just hope that it's something as big as Tombs of Mascot was last Summer Summit, because last Winter Summit they announced Desert Treasure 2 and the prayer books and stuff and the whole mobile update, which they're kind of teasing right now. But they gotta have something big like that. And I don't think they're gonna do another quest, because they just did that with Desert Treasure 2, like a big Grandmaster quest, you know?
Yeah.
I could see it being something big, like another raid. Like, I'm not saying we're due for another raid already, but if you look at the wiki and you see when Chambers was released and when Ta was released, it was just like a little over a year.
Yeah, it's like a year and a half.
It's August right now, and I don't know what day exactly, but it was in like the end of August, like 20-something, when TOA came out. So we're hitting a year.
It's been almost a year, yeah.
And if they announce another raid this Summer Summit and it's released next year, like, that's totally possible.
Watch. They're going to announce leagues coming back for the beginning of the first 3 months of the year and do exactly what they did in 2022, where it's like leagues for the first few months and then hit us with a raid. Because I think that year was probably, I don't know the numbers or anything, but it's probably one of the most successful years of the game. Was because leagues hit so hard and then the raid hit so hard. Like, yeah. I don't know. I could see him doing that same model again and do it every other year. Yep.
And I could also see them in the Summer Summit announcing a day that they're planning to release Sailing, but you can never, ever believe the date that they would give, because the prayer book never happened. Yeah. You can never trust anything anymore.
I'm assuming the end of 2024. That's when I'm going to say it.
That's a long time.
It is a long time, but they're still on like the third of 6 phases.
Yep.
Like they still have to get to that 4th phase, and then if that 4th phase doesn't work, then it goes back, and then it goes forward. Like, I don't see how it doesn't take at least another year.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah. So going back, like, I have nothing against leagues. I love how so many people love it, and it brings so many people back to RuneScape for a while. But I'm always just anticipating and really hoping for more permanent content in the game that will last forever and not just come and go. Because last Summer Summit, or whatever, was it the last Winter Summit? It was literally like 3 things that were temporary. And then the prayer book never happened, which I'm fine with, but like half of that Summer or Winter Summit just never happened.
Yeah.
Or like it came and went and then it's gone. Like the Dead Man mode, it's just, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of like just short-term things that just don't really matter.
Like, I could see myself getting into leagues just because it is part of my personality, too, just seeing that XP come in. But, I don't know. We'll see after I max, so.
Yeah. It's just, I like to see the progress I make and have it last. Like, I could always go for the Dragon Trophy, but, like, that's not really my thing. I don't care about.
Is it bad that whenever I see the Dragon Trophies, I'm just like, you wasted all that time, man. Like,
you had your Home Depot gamer bucket.
Yep.
You just played all day.
All day,
like,
every day.
I don't know. I'd rather have more PVM, more, like, skill activities. Like, I love the Temperos update. I just love content like that brings so many people in and it's just constantly active. Like Guardians of the Rift, there's always people there.
Yeah, like everybody was complaining about like the mini games and stuff. Like, oh, they're just making every skill mini game, but you see everybody is using them still. Like, you cannot say it's not successful and it's not useful in the game. Like, but the OGs are like, but it's not truly old school RuneScape. But it's like, what is old school RuneScape anymore, guys? Like, we need I feel like the name of the game needs to change now. Like. Yeah. I don't know. Old school RuneScape 2. Just keep going with that trend.
RS2, and now it's OSRS 2.
OSRS 2. But only if they bring back the true resting.
Yeah. I would love that.
So you can sit down and get your agility back faster. Yeah. Gosh, dang it.
Yeah. Like, Sebe he has rambles, and he just posted a ramble talking about the Forestry 2 being passed because they pulled all of these questions about more activities that will be put into the Forestry skill or like add-on, and he just doesn't like Forestry at all. because he doesn't want to cut wood and have to force himself to do all the activities because they're boring and repetitive. Yeah. And he's just worried that every skill is going to turn like that because people are asking for it. They're like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if we have like a fishing expansion where like certain things happen, like some shark comes out of the water or something? I don't know. Like, it's like, wouldn't that be a good thing that we have more randomness and like more activities?
Doesn't it not
moving
happen?
Parts in the game, you know?
Yeah, doesn't it not happen if you don't have the kit on you?
I don't think so.
Like, so if you're not wanting to do forestry, don't do forestry. Like,
yeah, like you could still have the boost of cutting the same tree, but the thing is with his mindset is it's not the best XP per hour. So I'm gonna have to do it now because why would I not do the best XP per hour in the game?
But if you're wanting to AFK, like that makes no sense because like to me, if you're AFKing, it should not be the best XP per hour. Like redwoods shouldn't be the best XP per hour. Like you should have to interact with the game in some way, some shape or form. And
I haven't really looked too deep into the Forestry 2 updates and things they're gonna add.
That's a problem with us too, is because like we don't care because we're done with that skill right now. Later on, probably when we're getting further in the podcast and stuff, we'll care more about those kind of things. But like, I have 99 woodcutting. I'm not even going to touch it anyway. It doesn't affect me at all. Like that's why I don't vote for it. Yeah. Like I abstain. Like I'm not going to say yes or no because it has nothing to do with me.
Right. But it seems like they're making it possible now with the forestry update to build a fire and be able to add logs to it.
Thank you.
But with reduced XP rates, obviously.
Which
but
would
like
be
still. I love that.
That's an awesome way to make fire making more AFK while also reducing that XP rate. Like I said, and it shouldn't be the best way to change your train your fire making. Yeah. But it should be a way that you can do it while watching YouTube and chilling. Like,
and I think you get benefits in forestry while doing it. Like you get material from it that you can use.
Gotcha.
For like making teas and stuff.
I love that, unless like it's too crazy, but I doubt it. I doubt it'll be too crazy.
I'm not worried about it. Like that's just another gripe I have. Just everybody is just they feel like when we're doing it too, we always we voice our opinion on things, but it just seems like everybody wants to voice their opinion on everything. And most of the time they only voice their opinion when it's something they don't like. Like you don't see people going out there like, oh man, I just love Tombs of a Masket, man. I just love the Desert Treasure 2 bosses so much. It's great. The Awakened bosses are such a challenge and I love it and it's great. No, people are going to say, oh, I just hate how it's 4 mil per orb and I'm wasting so much money trying to get this stupid Blood Torva because, and I haven't gone for it, but like I can just see people complaining about it.
You're complaining about pixels on a screen. Like you're wanting this Blood Torva, which looks sick. Like don't get me wrong, I would love to get it, but like it should have some risk to it. It should be worth 4 mil per orb. Like it should always be worth that. That's why I think isn't the High Alch value 2 mil or something on them?
I don't know.
I need to look that up because I think they're gonna stay around like 2 mil.
That's cool.
Which I hope they do because like it should be a risk. If it takes you 80 attempts, it should cost you 200 mil. Yeah. Like.
Right. And like I saw a collection log picture of some guy who had like 3,000 Bardorvis kills, and he only got like 34 orbs out of those kills.
Oh my gosh.
So like they're not that common, and they're gonna keep their price pretty high. So for me, I was like, I'll just wait until they're down to like 1 mil each or something, or even lower. But I don't know. Maybe
I don't know if they will go down.
Go that low.
Because think about it, like how long are people going to be on the Desert Treasure 2 grind?
It's like, 4 bosses. It's like quadrupling the hype for that content.
But like still, like people are still going to go back to raids and go back and do other content. It's not going to be as dense of a population going at these things. So maybe it'll go up to like 6 mil. You don't know. What if those Awakener orbs just skyrocket?
Pretty unique set of bosses because they're now all of them drop the best in slot rings now. Yeah. Like, that's pretty big.
Well, and like the way they drop them is so unique. Like it's so awesome.
That's a whole other discussion.
We'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah.
But where was my thoughts going? Also, one problem that I think RuneScape's been having lately as well is trying to gold sink, like trying to get rid of some money in the game, because I talked to you about this yesterday. A bill seems like a penny to some people, and like it just, there needs to be ways for gold to leave the game so that the economy can stay where it's at.
Yep.
Like,
plenty of gold is leaving the game, and we just don't see it. But a lot of gold is entering the game as well.
Yeah.
The whole GE tax thing.
GE tax.
Trillions of gold has been removed from the game.
Oh yeah, but I'm saying also from the Awakener orbs, like just burning those items and stuff. Like, I don't know.
I remember.
It wouldn't be burning. It wouldn't be gold sinking because it's moving from one player to the other. But still, it's just like.
But there's that GE tax. Part of it's going to the J mods, I guess. And that money is being spent on buying T-bows and stuff, and then just deleting the T-bow. So you're getting rid of the cash and the item over time,
which is good.
Yeah, I just hope more items are being put on that list. Like the Fang should be on that list.
Blood Rune should be.
Yeah,
Blood Rune should never be at 200 GP.
Yeah,
they should be at like 300 to 400. Like, I don't know. Being able to charge your scythe for as cheap as you can now just seems criminal. Like,
I wonder if it would even be smart to have like a cap of how many Blood Runes are in the game, and when it goes through, like, just make it so that it stays at a cap, so it just deletes anything that enters the game. But you know what I mean? When you sell it, it's just being bought and deleted, just like how the other items are.
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah. And like, that's just ideas popping off our head. Like, don't come at us like this is like, that's an awful idea. It's like, it could be an awful idea. I don't really know. It's just a thought. Like,
right. Like, Fangs should be a little bit more expensive, I think.
Fangs should easily be like 60, 70 mil instead of 30.
Yeah.
Like, with how useful and strong they are, they should not be that cheap.
Yeah, when everybody's using it, it's pretty obvious that it's...
When the first thing that you tell your brother-in-law to buy is a Fang, and it's only 30 mil, like, that's a problem.
Yep. We were texting, because my brother-in-law started playing RuneScape again. I think he stopped playing around the time Temperos came out, and I told him to look at the price of the Rapier, because he knew it was like 200 mil or whatever at the time when he played. He's like, it's 30 mil? What happened? I'm like, Osmumpton's Fang.
Ozzy Fang came out, boy.
Yeah. No, we just did a TOA with him last night. It was great. It was on our... If you want to check it out, it's actually on our YouTube channel under the live section.
Yeah, because I streamed it the whole time.
Yeah. I had to leave early, but you did it with him for like 2 hours.
If you didn't watch it, it's funny because Carter had to go deal with some stuff right as we entered the monkey room.
Yeah.
Sorry. Fresca's getting to me. We enter the monkey room, and it's leveled for 3 people. It is a beginner raid still, but he has no clue what's going on.
Yeah.
And so, like, we just got super overwhelmed and died, and I was like, should we run another one, just us two? Because it'll be better if we're scaled for just us two. And he's like, I don't know how long Carter's going to be, so we waited for like 2 or 3 minutes, and I was just like, let's just go. And he's like, sure, let's go. Yeah. And so we went out, did one, and you got back right as we were going back into the monkey room.
Nice.
And
yeah.
it was like,
I was gone for like
sweet
30, 45 minutes.
So
no, I was chilling. I just started doing Catfight Queen again. I was watching you guys. It was a good time.
And we finished that one. He actually finished for his first beginner raid, first TOA in total. He went through Deathless. He has a max combat account, and like he has experience with the game. He
did Corrupted Gauntlet a little bit, like right when around the time it came out, you know.
Corrupted Gauntlet, and he has like 2,000 Hydra kills or something like that.
2,400.
Yeah, like he's grinded the game before. He understands how the mechanics work.
Yeah.
One crutch that he had too is he wasn't using like his gear stuff too.
Oh,
He had like a Mac mouse.
He's using my sister's MacBook with the Apple mouse. And if you know those mice, they don't have like buttons.
They don't have right click.
It's just like a whole like you can right and left click, but like you have to like move the whole mouse over to click it. And there's no scroll wheel. And yeah, it was on a MacBook, so
he was using the arrow keys to move his camera around. Yeah. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
So.
But I think he's back for good. Not for good, but like he's definitely back right now.
Back to PVM.
He just did the Secrets of the North or whatever that quest is called with Phantom Wisp. Just experiencing all the content that's been out since 2019, 2020.
Which is great. Like, No, it'll be fun when he figures things out, and we'll be able to take him to raids. I think he's good enough to go to Tob once we get him ready to go.
For sure.
Kind of a thing.
Do some CMs.
Yeah, because right after we did that entry mode, we went and me and him did a normal mode. I set up a 150 for him, and he went deathless all the way to P3 Wardens.
Yeah.
And it was like right at like the last third of P3 Wardens when Baba came out.
When you when it was your first time when you did TOA.
We died so fast.
We did like 10 entries before we even tried a normal.
Yeah.
And we still, I think, struggled on normal for like 1 or 2 raids.
Oh, yeah. I think it's funny because he looked at my KC and he was like, you only have like 64 normals? And he was like, oh, crap, you have 30 experts? And I was like, he's like, I thought you'd have a lot more with how you're explaining things and stuff. And I was like, no, dude, it doesn't take that long to like understand what's going on in TOA.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to put 200 hours into it. Probably a good 50 hours into it, and then you should be able to run through it.
Easy.
Now, by the time you do 100 to 200 hours, you should be able to do some of the crazy stuff like red Xing and butterflying and stuff like that.
I think I can now officially say, like, I could butterfly before, but now I think I know how I like to do it. I think I can totally butterfly now. Like, I didn't try too hard before because we always had people that would do it for us. Yeah. But because we did duo TOA for a while, but then we just stopped
we stopped for the longest time. We did like a 4-man or something, and we finished in like 25-30 minutes. We shaved like 10 to 15 minutes off of what we were doing duo. We're like, it is so worthless to go as a duo, man. It takes so much longer. Yeah. Especially when I don't have best in slot gear or anything.
It takes so long, and the percentage for a purple is just so low. Yeah. It's like I'd rather split with 4 people than just the 2 of us and get twice as many purples. Like, yeah. But I've gotten a lot of purples at Tob just because it's just so quick and fluid, and it's a 1 out of 9 pretty much every single time. It's nice. But
still only seen 2 splits. And both of them have been Justy, I think. Yeah. Was that the one you got in bingo? It was the face guard. That's right.
Face guard, yeah.
That's right.
And then I got what was the Chambers purple I got that day, right after?
Wasn't it just a Dex?
Just a Dex scroll.
I think it was a Dex.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because I remember we had an Iron Man on our team who's been going for it for forever.
It's probably been a good year. He's like randomly been doing chambers and stuff. Yeah. I think he ran solo chambers for a good 6 months. Like just doing 1 or 2 a day.
I felt bad because I don't need it.
Yeah, we just sold
I don't care. I don't need that deck scroll at all.
It was so funny when we did the bingo. Like this is going way back now. So we had one other person in the Tob with us that's from the clan. He's on a different team, and when you just get into the loot room, it's like, screw you, man.
Yeah, it's all good fun, and that makes me think of the other thing that we're planning on doing, and that makes me really excited.
Yeah, we need to start making that format and stuff.
When should we officially announce it?
I think in a month.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna run it in November-ish.
Cool.
Because December is a bad time to run a bingo because everybody's on vacation, going to different places for Christmas and stuff. Yeah. So January is usually when our winter bingo is. So November would be a good time for this other big event.
December is our Secret Santa.
Yeah, it's our Secret Santa. That's basically all we do.
I love that, dude. That's so cool that we could actually pull that off. Secret Santa in our community.
It's so fun. So be expecting something early November.
Sweet.
Well, we kind of explained it a little bit a couple podcasts ago, our last podcast. If you want to go back, listen to it, that's fine. But it's coming. It'll be fun.
I will say it's in smaller teams that you get to pick, and it just will last until there's a winner. So it could last...
It could last through bingo.
It could last 2 or 3 weeks, It
could last a month, depending on how unlucky we get.
Yeah. We might have to postpone bingo if it's still going. But
maybe we'll steal XP Waste's name and go with Springo.
Springo. Yeah. I'm excited to personally participate in that challenge or that game.
Yeah, it's going to be teams of 3 or 4, no bigger, and you guys get to pick them. Yeah. So
So that makes me happy because I think everyone will be happy that way.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah. What have you been up to in the game, man?
I just checked Wise Old Man like a couple hours ago. In the entire last 7 days of my game time, I have literally only done like a CM, a TOB, or like 2 CMs, a TOB, a TOA, I think, like 1 TOA, and the rest is just Cowfight Queen. I haven't even done any Desert Treasure 2 bosses in the last 7 days.
That's insane.
I haven't done a single Desert Treasure 2 boss in the last 7 days. Actually, I didn't see it, but I did a Whisperer guide recently. Was that over a week ago now?
You posted in the middle of my vacay, so it could have been like Monday or Tuesday.
Well, I didn't see a Whisperer kill count, but
because I left
yeah.
Not this last Saturday when I broke my tooth, but the Saturday before, so you could have done it on Monday.
So, over a week ago, I was at 2,400 kills at Cowfight Queen, and I was just like, man, I'm getting really close to 3,000, and it'd be really cool to actually get to 3,000. Like, it would be cool to get the pet before then, but at this point, I just don't expect it anytime soon. I'm just kind of cruising through it and just killing the Cowfight Queen. I'm looking more at my rank now than anticipating the pet, because it's just been really cool to get so high in the ranks there.
Yeah.
I'm like rank 700 right now, I think, in all main accounts.
I think you said 14 or something last night.
Well, I did kills today.
Oh, you did?
So
gotcha.
Lower. I mean, around 700, 800.
Yeah, which is insane.
By the time you're listening to this, I'm sure it will be by 700.
Mm-hmm.
But you could look me up if you want. But
Hey Carter.
Yeah, it's Hey Carter. And I got to 3,000. I'm like at 350 or something, or 3,050, and still no pet. But I'm not like upset or anything, because it's just been something I just do. Like if we're waiting for a raid or something, that's just kind of what I do nowadays. And I really hit it hard this past week just because I wanted to get to 3,000. But I think now I'm going to slow it down a little bit. I'm still going to do it, maybe 20, 30 kills a day. I don't know. We'll see. But eventually I'll get the pet, because I'm definitely not just giving up, because that would just be stupid.
Yeah.
To just have all that KC and not have the pet to show for it.
Well, and I'm just wondering how many people above you have done that. Just like, I'm at like 7,000 KC and I just haven't got it. I'm done. Like, I'm just not doing this anymore.
Well, I look at the high scores and I look at like weird numbers like 6666 or something, and there's like a few people that just have that KC, and it just makes me think like, I bet they just stopped there and just.
It's like, that's a cool number.
There.
I'm definitely looking for this pet. Let's move on.
For sure. So sometimes I look, and if I just do one more kill, I'll just get like 4 ranks just doing the one kill. So I feel like there's a lot of people that just give up, or maybe they get the pet and then they go to a cool number, like a couple kills higher. I don't know.
Or maybe a lot of people got on 6666.
Yeah, we'll see.
Maybe the Cowfight Queen is just like one more 6 of a devil.
Yep, there you go. So I'll definitely announce when I get the Cowfight Queen pet. Other than that, I've been slowly getting more and more into CMs. It's just kind of, it's not really it hasn't been my motivation lately, just because I've been doing so much Cowfight Queen. But I think nowadays I'll do raids with Colin here and my brother-in-law, and
hopefully in like 6 months, my brother.
Yeah, I was gonna say his brother started playing,
and he's been grinding. Like,
so
for a brand new person, like he's made a RuneScape account when we were younger.
Yeah.
He's 4 years older than me, so he had a little more experience with it. But he was kind of in that phase where like playing RuneScape are girls, so like he didn't play much RuneScape when he was younger compared to me. So this is basically like his fresh restart, fresh new account, doesn't really know anything kind of thing, and he's only been playing for what, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks?
He made his account like a day or two before you left on your trip.
It's about 2 weeks. We'll just say 2 weeks. He's already combat level 4950. Like, that's insane to
me.
On a free-to-play world. And like, I think he's based like 500 or 600, and I don't know, something like that. I would guess that.
Yeah.
Probably more like 400. I don't know.
Yeah.
But still, for somebody that started 2 weeks ago, didn't know what they were doing,
and I feel like he
only plays at night. Really,
he wasn't committed at all. I think he was just He made the account and started playing it that night because we were just done playing another game, and we were just planning on playing RuneScape the rest of the night. And I don't think he wanted to get off quite yet. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
he
you're
wanted
listening,
to hang out.
And if I'm wrong, then just let me know. But
I feel like he wanted to hang out still.
Yeah.
But this is like, I'm just kind of here. Let's just make a RuneScape account for fun.
Because he has your old computer, so he had RuneLite.
He has RuneLite already downloaded.
So he's like, let's just make the account.
And you need to tell him to get the Jagex launcher because it's so much easier. He probably still types in his password and stuff.
Yeah. So you left on your vacation, and I figured he just wouldn't play anymore, but I would check. I'd get on Discord to just, like, message you or something, and I'd see he's on RuneLite playing, and I'd, like, tap his name and see what he's doing, and he's, like, in the Edgeville dungeon, and I'm like, yep, he's killing hill giants.
Yeah.
He's training. And then it'll show that he's in Falador later, like, he's doing quests and stuff. It's awesome.
It's awesome to see. And I hope he gets hooked on it, because it'd be so nice to have another person around here to just do content with every once in a while. Yeah, and he's super close to going for Dragon Slayer 2. He told me he's only
Dragon Slayer.
Dragon Slayer. I automatically say Dragon Slayer 2 because that's like my favorite quest. So, sorry. Dragon Slayer. Yeah. He's so close to doing Dragon Slayer, killing Elvark. But yeah, no, he told me like his process to train combat and to get runes and arrows and stuff. He goes and fishes at Barbarian Village until he gets a full inventory of salmon, cooked salmon. And then he goes to the hill giants and kills hill giants until he's out of fish. And then he goes and banks at the GE and goes and does that over and over. So
he keeps his rod and bait in his inventory?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't watched him, but like I'd assume that rod and bait, and then whatever else, like the brass key and whatever else.
That's pretty chill though. It's kind of cool.
Well, and he picks up arrows that other people shoot and just leave on the ground. Like, I think it's so cool because it's like, this is stuff that I did when I was a brand new noob, too. Yeah. It's like, oh, I'm going to need those arrows later. Like, just might as well pick them up. And he picks up runes, anything like that. I think he's been burying the big bones just to get that little bit of prayer XP. Nice. Like, I don't know if he has or not.
I told him to sell it because they're like almost 200 GP per
He might
bone.
be doing that, too, yeah. So, he's getting close.
Yeah.
We both told him that we'd get him a bond if he beats Dragon Slayer. Mm-hmm. So he'll be in membership soon.
Because you can always get membership before that. Like you do not have to do Dragon Slayer and then be a member. But when he's brand new, you just don't want to overload someone like that with membership right away.
Anybody, because there is so much that this game offers that it's paralyzing. Mm-hmm. Like that's choice paralysis is a real thing.
Yeah,
it's super hard to deal with.
Yeah.
Even right now, sometimes I sit at the bank like, what skill do I want to do? Should I go back and do more hunter kind of things like that? That's like I waste 3 or 4 minutes just thinking of what I want to do.
Bank standing, man.
Mm-hmm.
It's a real thing.
Like today I was like, I'm not deciding anything. I only have like 10, 15, 20 minutes. I'm not gearing to go do hunter. So I just went to the West Varrock Bank and started doing some adamant plate bodies. Because there's like, I have this time, let's get like 30, 40K. Like.
Man.
What?
I love skilling. Like, it just takes me back to like all the different skills. It's cool, and it makes me excited to see someone who's brand new.
Which also makes me excited. Like I'll announce it on the podcast so that I'm accountable for it. But it makes me excited after I max. I plan on making a maxing series with both of us on how we did it, how we maxed series, and then we're gonna go through each of the skills. Like all the combat's basically gonna be in the same one. But like how we maxed hunter. Here's a little 3-minute guide how we did it, kind of a thing.
And it's not like the most efficient, it's just how we did it. And if we were able to do it, then anybody of you could do it. Because we are not like...
I'm not efficient. I'm not going to sit there and do the click-intensive most...
Yeah. I bet 80% of the people who are maxed in this game did it mainly AFKing the skills. Mm-hmm. Because...
Well, and like...
It's hard to continue tick manipulating for that long.
Yeah. Everybody that I hear... like on YouTube and stuff, or like, oh, you should do it this way because you get more XP per hour. It's like, should you though? Like,
how long are you gonna keep that up for?
Yeah, like, let's talk about Hunter with Herbivore. Like I don't do Herbivore all the time because I can't maintain the 160k an hour experience weight because I'm just not paying attention. Like with Monkey Tails, I just hear the little monkey scream from my computer and my headphones. Yeah. Oh. I have a new monkey. Boom.
Click.
Click, click. back to my YouTube video. Like,
then you fall asleep.
I only did that during like agility. No, I do it all the time. Let's be honest.
You
Has
fell
anybody
asleep
else?
on me once recently.
Well, you were just killing Cow Fight Queen, and I was skilling, and I was just like...
I was like, hey, you there? Well, if you're there, I'm leaving. Bye.
And I didn't hear a word of that, man. I woke up like 10 minutes later. I was like 12:20. I was like, I'm going to bed.
Yeah. We play too much.
We do. Well, when you have 3,000 hours into something, like, I hope you fall asleep once in a while doing
Yeah.
it.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, I don't have anything else to say that I've been doing. I hope... Well, I know I'm going to be doing a lot more now just because I don't think I'm going to hit Cow Fight Queen as hard nowadays. So I'm excited to do some more raids and CMs, and I'm excited to do like more Whisperer kills because I think I like the Whisperer the most.
Did we announce last time for 1,000 subscribers?
Mm-hmm.
We did? Okay.
That was our like title of the last episode.
Oh, dope.
I checked.
Thank you.
Yeah, and we've been growing since. Like, it's been great, and we're in like the YouTube partner program now, and we're starting to learn how to like monetize stuff and everything, and it's been really cool.
It's been really fun.
It's been exciting to look into that because we never really expected to get to this point. And it's not like we're trying to make a living out of this, but it's always cool to look at the analytics and see like, oh, this video made this much, this video is doing this.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, it'll be nice to get like, say, $20 every so often to throw back in the clan or do whatever. Like,
yeah, for sure. Yeah. Well, do you have anything else to say?
Not really. It's been fun. I just wanted to show off my tooth. Probably can't see it from here.
Yeah, you'll have to get back in front of the camera and then
say goodbye.
Then I'll stop the recording. Just kidding.
Let's go.
All right. Well, thanks for watching. If you guys are listening, and I'm sure you've seen at the bottom of our screen, if you are just listening on audio, our details are at the bottom. If you want to join the clan, it's Lumbridge Lounge, and if you want to join the Discord, which I highly suggest you do, it's in the Discord, in the description as well. We do all of our events there, always people in the voice chat, and yeah, definitely join the Discord. Hit it.
Deuces!